Okay, hey Vito, how you doing? I've got your GIF up right here, and this is fantastic. It really is. It's really done well, and I think it really meets a lot of the requirements that this would have to meet in order to be able to use it, you know, on the web. And that's the size, specifically the weight, which is I think what was it, 200 kilobytes, something like that. I looked at. Um, and that's fantastic. And I think you've done just a wonderful job. However, I want you to come over here and take a look at your original magazine ads. Now, these are the last magazine ads I've seen. So I this was, yeah, this was from the discussion board for the magazine ad. So if the changes that you've made, I don't think I've seen. So basically what I've seen is going from this or this to this. And the problem is that it doesn't have the visual, and it's got a Discord, and it's the feel is different, and the reason is precisely the reason why this is 229 kilobytes is that there's no image. Okay, so if we go ahead and take a look at the rubric, you can see a couple of things here. This is telling you that the animated part of the Photoshop file, the GIF, should enhance the call to action. Okay, so basically when you peel back the layers, that's actually saying whatever the type is, the call to action, your promotion, as it were, should be animated using Photoshop's animation techniques. I think you've gone above and beyond that here. However, guidelines are guidelines, so I want you to keep that in mind. Also, another thing, and this is actually even probably just as important, if not more, is optimally prepare the magazine and add imagery files for use in your digital web banner. And that is a critical element, as we can see right here in the grading rubric. So what that's saying is that you need to optimize one of your images to use in the web banner. And since you haven't done that, I'm just going to go ahead and say that, that's probably an area that either would be considered a missed opportunity or just could, just really be improved upon. And let me describe that a little bit further. I'm going to straight to your student portfolio, where hopefully this work is going to end up. And if and when that time comes, these have got to have a real nice visual compliance with each other, a nice visual harmony, a good cohesion that indicates that this is a campaign and not two different, or not a series of ads. Hope that makes sense. Okay. And I think the reason, the way to do that is to use part of one of your images. I mean, you could even, cut, clip an image, a portion of the image out, something that would be, what you would consider probably be a memorable portion of one of your images, like this, or one of your ads like this, and possibly use that, or even something like this with the island, and use something, island in the trees, something like that as the background for your ad, for your banner ad. And then the call to action would be make a splash this summer. So that's what you would want to animate. Technically speaking, following the specs. I'm just trying to explain to you how that would be read into the assignment. Speaking of design, I think that you have this tendency to really want to push your design to the corners, to the edges, and to try to use every little bit of the page that you can. And I think that one of the things you're missing here is that, hey, a lot of people dive because of the silence that you get down there. So are we seeing that silence anywhere? Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, awesome. Good job. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thanks, man.